So, now let's get into another program that actually it's a program I first used, Paint. Oh yes, people hate Paint. Why? I don't know. Basically, what you do is you copy, and you paste. Oh no, it's upside down. Well, what you do to fix that is you go to Modify, Transform, Flip Vertical. There you go, problem solved. But for me, I have my key set to Control T. You break it apart, and then you hit break apart would be Control B, but in this case I'm at Control D, and then you trace the bitmap, which I made Control B, just because that made sense. And then you trace your bitmap. There you go. And then you just have to go. Then you go through and delete each and every pixel. Sure, it's a tedious work, but I did this for 4 or 5 episodes of doing this. Even more than the videos than that, because I had to separate them different FLAs. Let's see. I'm not gonna go into accounting about that, but and there you go. You've got your clean stuff. And basically, I don't know why people complain about this. You drag it out, it's small. But guess what? Who cares? The bitmaps are a waste of space. They increase your file size. What can you do after you trace the bitmap? You can delete them. It's still here because it was no longer confined to this bitmap file. You can delete that. Lower your file size. Don't worry about it anymore. It's gone forever. And plus, if you put in a symbol, you don't need your bitmaps anyway, so people need to shut up about Paint being bad. Yeah, that's my take on it. I like it. And now let's get into the program I currently use. GIMP. GIMP is the best of everything. You don't need to take any stupid unnecessary shortcuts. You can paste in your stuff transparent, and you don't really have to worry about anything. It's great. So what you do is you go to Select by Color tool, change your threshold to 0, put this down to 0 right here, there you go, and then you click on the color you want it to, boop, and you press, and then press delete. Oh no, it's a white background. What do we do? Well, you press Control Z, you go to Layer, Transparency, Add Alpha Layer, and you press delete. There you go, you're good. Now, for some sheets, it will, if you do that, it'll look like this. That means don't click it. Why? Because you can't click it, and it means when you do the delete thing, it'll already be transparent. It's just like really cool. And then you copy, paste, look at this. It's in the top right corner just for you. And it's transparent. Yay! And now we can Control B and trace the bitmap. Now that we've gone this far, let me explain to you the difference between tracing bitmaps and breaking apart. Breaking apart, it does this, and it's still transparent, but you gotta go to your magic wand tool, do this business here, and then you click this one, and you just like, boom, there you go. And you click it, and it selects basically the entire sprite. It's another neat little thing. But then, downside is you can't really edit the pixels if you need to, which is a big downfall, because if you're like me, SS, Destruction Series, sometimes you want to edit your pixels in Flash and not in Paint, because you're too lazy to open up in Paint. So yeah, this can pose a problem. On the other hand, and I want to say this now, when you rotate the sprites, boop, 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 they look ugly and gross. See, they look all jagged and nasty. It's just terrible. You can really tell if you're zoomed out. See, look. Oh, look, they look so... Actually, I gotta zoom in one because they look gross when I'm zoomed out. What the heck? Ew. Looks like someone tried to skew it in Paint. Zoom in a bit. Go, boop. Select it all. Control A is a shortcut to select all on the stage. Turn it. Boop, 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 boop. Let's zoom. Ew, that looks nasty. It's gross. Get out of my face. And oh yeah, if you drag it out from here, it's the same size. But with Control B, you can like edit your pixels and stuff like these. It's like sometimes, and you can get rid of these. This little dust on his shoe if you want to. I don't know. There doesn't always need to be dust on his shoe when he does that, does it? I don't think so. And then yeah, now let's get into the next part. Scaling and rotating is you go to modify, transform, scale, and rotate. Or if you see it's Control Alt and S. So let's select this all with Control A, or drag your selection tool all the way over it. Hit Control Alt S, and voila, it's by. And scale rotating basically increases the size. You don't need to mess with the rotate, just mess with the scale. Some people resize their sprites by 200. Animators like what Double S used to do, and I think what FFMA does is I don't think they resize the sprites at all. I don't know. All I know is that Vic. I think FFMA does that too. I don't know. People like, I think if you read this die, resize them by 200. I don't know. That's just a bit too small for me. I don't know. Personal preferences. For a time, I used to resize them by 400 so I could see them all clearly. But now I think I've determined my size is like 300 or something. And now it's scale and rotating. Let's get to the animating.